What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mean Machine UFC YouTube channel. You guys have been killing it. Steve's at 1K subscribers now. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have been showing this man. But for this week, we got another card at the Apex. Going to be headlined by Youssef Halal and Aljamain Sterling. Fun main card right here to break down. Steve, what do you got for this card this week, man?
Yeah, man. First off, I want to say thank you guys for joining the channel. We finally hit that 1,000 mark of subscribers. So thank you guys. It actually was a lot more easier than I thought it was going to be. It took us like, a month? That means a lot to me. So now I'm going to bite off a little bit more again too. Can we get to 2K? We got Youssef Halal and Aljamain Sterling, two fighters in my weight class. So, I'm always intrigued.
We've got 6 fights on the main card, and kicking it off, we got Buchecha taking on Ryan Spann. Steve, how do you see this one going?
Ryan Spann has been a vet of the UFC for quite some time now. He's 9-6 in the UFC. He's coming off of a win. And then you got Marcus Buchecha, and he is a wrestler. He's 0-1-1, 5-2-1. This is a heavyweight division. This is almost like another style matchup because you have wrestler versus striker. Ryan Spann, though, has been in several fights in the UFC with, several of the best heavyweights that there are right now. So he understands the game. Buchecha guy, I'm not too big of a fan of the wrestling, especially with heavyweights. They, a lot of it just they end up laying on each other. So yeah, give me Ryan Spann.
I'm also going to be going with the man who's got the Superman tattoo on his chest. I'm taking Ryan Spann as well. That's a pretty cool tattoo, right? I think he's going to get it done, though. His last 2 wins have been submissions. Marcus's main part of his game is getting guys to the mat. I think Ryan can match that, and I think he's better on the feet. So Montel Jackson and Raoni Barcelos as the second fight on the main card. That is awesome.
You got Montel Jackson. He's 9-3 in the UFC right now. He just came off a loss with Figueredo, and it was split. So honestly, that's still pretty good. And he was on a good little ride there too for a minute. Barcelos, like across the cage, he's 10-4, 4-5 win streak against names like Ricky Simon, Cody Garbrandt, Payne Talbot. He's stringing them up pretty good, guys. Like, he really is. Montel has some solid wins too. I'm not gonna lie, and I think Montel Jackson is the favorite to win in this fight. I was literally just like going with Montel Jackson until right now. I think I'm gonna switch it up on you guys, and I'm gonna go with Barcelos. You don't know which Montel Jackson is going to come out. If he comes out ready to swing, that's where I was going to go with him. I was like, I've seen this guy get it. This guy gets it, but Barcelos only knows how to get it, and I can appreciate that. He's riding a 4-5 win streak. I'm going to go with the hot hand.
I'm also going to be rocking with Raoni Barcelos. You guys saw it in the last fight. Montel does struggle with guys that do like to take people down. Raoni's going to take this one because he's going to walk forward more than Montel Jackson. We've seen him. He's super, super quick with his hands. Like, one of the most fun guys to watch in the UFC whenever he's really flowing. But if he's not going forward, it can cause him problems at times. Give me the vet to get this one done, guys. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Davey Grant, he's going to be taking on Adrian Luna Martini. This is a very good guy. High-level fight again.
This one's like stumping me, if I'm being honest. So Davey Grant just came off of a loss against Charles Jourdain, who we just watched out a win here in Winnipeg. It was a scrap. He's 8-7 in the UFC. I mean, he doesn't just seem like a killer to me, but he's good. This guy, he's fresh out of the Contender Series. Martinetti, 17-1. It's kind of impressive, man. It's kind of impressive. This is a stumper for me because I think Martinetti is the favorite in this one, and I can see why. Give me I wish I had more info on Martinetti, but I'm gonna go with Martinetti.
I think Davey Grant's got a lot of tools in the bag. I think he's got a lot to show in the UFC still. Charles Jourdain is very explosive, got a good win over Kyler Phillips over the weekend. I think Davey Grant's gonna get this one done. He trains a syndicate in Las Vegas as well, so this is basically a home fight for him. I know everybody else is in Vegas now too, but Davey just recently did move to the U.S. last year, so it's a home fight for him. I'm excited for him to be able to fight in front of his family and friends. And yeah, give me Davey Grant, baby. Let's go. Team up. Speaking of another fight you guys need to watch, 2 guys just outside the rankings that don't have a number by their name and the 155 division. We got Rafa Garcia coming off his win over Jared Gordon at UFC Noche, taking on Alex Hernandez, who is also coming off a win against Diego Ferreira at UFC Noche.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of torn a little bit. You got Rafa Garcia, who's fighting out of like the bloodline. He's actually killing it right now, which is Cub Swanson's team. I mean, you just had Leon Douglas just kill it. You had obviously Cub just killed it. So that camp, man, that camp's on fire right now. Camp's on fire right now. So I kind of want to go there just because of his that whole group is doing well. He's 6-4 in his last like UFC fight, so he's almost 50-50, but he's edging with wins. He's on 2-fight win streak. Yeah, no, he's pretty good, bro. Like he has a win over Buchecha, and then he has another one over Gordon. He did lose to Dawson, but Dawson, Dawson's Dawson. And then you have Anthony Hernandez, and honestly, Anthony Hernandez is actually a stud. He's 10-7 in the UFC, but the problem about him is that he's almost like a mind. Like if his mindset's good, like he's honestly very dangerous, but when he's not right there, like he seems to be broken easily. He's on a 4-fight win streak, and they're honestly impressive wins. He has Diego Ferreira as one of them, Chase Hooper as another one, Austin Herbert as another one. All right, give me Rafa Garcia.
I'm actually really torn on this, and I always like to go, what does the momentum look like right now? Garcia's coming off a win against Gordon. A lot of you guys that didn't pay attention to the Noche card, maybe Gordon literally got hit by a car less than 24 hours before that fight and still fought. So you got to take that in consideration. And then you look at Alex Hernandez's last few fights. Hubbard just retired. Chase Hooper is struggling right now on the feet. Honestly, Diego was fighting a pretty good fight until Hernandez caught him, but Hernandez does a really good job of like circling the cage and only creating a certain amount of moments in each round. And when he decides to go, he has about 10 flashes around where he really goes for something. Like he'll really go for a combination, or he'll really try to follow up with something that's a really big shot to put somebody out. So, man, this is a really tough one to pick. I guess right now I'll go with Alex Hernandez. I'd personally like to see Alex Hernandez win this fight because I think him and Terrence McKinney will fight next. We'll go ahead and move into pretty much, I think the winner of this fight is going to get a title fight. So we got Norma Dumont taking on Jocelyn Edwards.
Yeah, no, we got Norma Dumont. She's number 3 in the world right now. She's on a 6-fight win streak. She's 9-2 in the UFC. Big wins over Kaylin Vieira and Aldana. Those are honestly 2 studs of the division. And then you got Jocelyn Edwards. I don't know her as well as I probably should, which I feel kind of like bad. I don't know too many of her wins. I think that's what's going on because she's done well. She's on a 4-fight win streak. It just hasn't been anything that's really stood out to me the way like Norma Dumont has fought. Like I said, fighting someone like Kaden Vera, beating her, fighting someone like Aldana, that is huge. I am going to go with Norma Dumont on this one.
I'm also going to be picking Norma Dumont, but this is a huge step up in competition for Jocelyn Edwards. I mean, you guys have been seeing her. 2 of her last 3 have been by knockout, and the other one's a submission. So she likes to get in there and finish fights. I'm going with Norma Dumont. I think she's going to get a title shot next. So we'll see what happens. The main event of the evening, Steve's got his eye on this one, guys, as he said before. It's a big one. This is a really big event. I would have rather had this in a crowd arena for this one. I was actually trying to personally get tickets to this card. We've got other guys like Cedric Dumas and Max Griffin that are on the undercard here that are also friends of the channel. So got lots of people on this card that I really care about. So I'm going to be tuned in this weekend, but this is a big one at 145, Steve. You got Aljo and Youssef, 2 guys you know really well. How do you see this main event playing out?
Yeah, man. So we got a lot going on here. We have number 5, Aljamain Sterling, the former champ, bantamweight champ, though. He's moving up in weight. He is a big boy for 35, but he fits in pretty snugly, I guess, at 145. 17-5 in the UFC. He's obviously been, killing it. He's coming off of a win against Ortega, and Ortega hasn't looked the greatest. Made that look pretty easy, but he did lose to Masvidal. Masvidal is good, but he's probably number 1 contender. He should be next in line to fight for the title. So with that being said, let's look at this. Aljo has made a ton of noise, a ton of noise, talking trash kind of about his situation. He's former champ, but he thinks that he needs more, I guess, respect on his name, and he needs to be able to contend for that title probably a lot faster than most people would expect. The problem about him is that his style's not fan friendly. So I don't know know how much they want to push him, and he's been talking kind of a lot, so that makes it tough. But let's see if he can back it up, right? This is what we're here. This is what we get to do. We get to go out in the cage and actually prove what we say, or it just happens to be that it's not our night and we look like an idiot, right? On the other hand, we have Youssef Halal, who's literally saying that he's going to be the champion, the next champion. He's going to beat everybody and all this stuff like that. So, like, both these guys, I love the fact that they both believe in themselves, because that's what makes fights special, and I think fans can appreciate that. You have Youssef Halal, who actually exited out of the UFC, came right back in. You know, he did his thing outside the cage, came back in, and he has been finishing fights. You know what I mean? I was not impressed by one of his fights with Calvin Kattar. I was totally shut off from that one. But he came back and had almost like a speedy result of a finish against Josh Emmett, which is honestly, at this point, I don't know how impressive, but at that point in time, it was very impressive. Emmett has not looked to himself either. Like, he just came off of a knockout, a vicious knockout against Kevin Vallejo. So I don't know what's going on with Emmett. I mean, you gotta have like this changing of the guard, right? He's on a 5-5 win streak. He has wins over Emmett, Kattar, Shore, Aaron, Billy Quarantillo. Like, these guys are really, really good. He's been finishing fights. I feel like this is just a revamp of Zalal. He might hit a wall with Sterling. Sterling is kind of a one-trick pony here. Like, it's tough. Again, this is honestly a fun card. Guys, this is a fun card because you're really going to see who wants it more. If I have to make a guess, if you're like gun to head, you better pick somebody. You better pick somebody, or else I'm going to pull this trigger. I'm probably going to die. I don't know. They might shoot me. No, give me Youssef Halal. I think I'm going to go Youssef. He's the hot hand. I even think he's a favorite. He's a favorite. Yeah, I think he's a favorite. Aljamain Sterling, you know, he's a little bit older. I do know that he's had a few injuries. He's had a few different things going on. I feel like this is going to be like a do or die type of situation for him, because, I mean, he loses Zalal. It's definitely going to hurt his ranking. It's probably not going to give him anything close to the top. Yeah, give me Zalal.
If you're looking at Aljo, his last fight, he went to a decision with Brian Ortega. I'm not sure where Brian Ortega's at right now, guys. But what I can say is, like Steve mentioned, I don't know how we can rate a win over Josh Emmett, but what you can rate is how quickly Zalal did it over Josh Emmett. So I'm also going to be picking Youssef in this one. I think he's the younger and hungrier guy in this one. I'm very excited to see the scrambles in this one, though.
Thank you, guys. So far, like I said, we hit 1K. Let's go for 2K, guys, and let's start talking to our friends. Let's get this stuff out, guys. So